Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. I want to keep playing this game because I actually have a lot of fun playing it, except Stygian Guard. But we're almost done with Monster Train. Done is in huge air quotes. There's a few of these, victories that I've never achieved before that I would like to try and go for. For instance, we've never won Awoken Umbra with Sentient Umbra. So let's go Awoken Umbra, Sentient Umbra, and let's see what we can do here. I do like getting a couple of plinks to kill weak units to begin. So let's go for it. Let's depart. And just see if we can't finish off some of these victories that we haven't done before. Glimmer, Packed Morsels, Awake. Consume Seraph. I gotta tell you, I think that this is a great opening salvo here. Glimmer is great, Morsels are great, Awake is pretty good, Consume Seraph doesn't really matter when you have Packed Morsels and Regens in your deck, so I'm fine, and Plinks, I'm fine with everything I'm seeing so far. Regen restores more. Or 15 armor. The regen restoring more doesn't matter as much on Divinity, but starting with the armor saves you a lot of early damage. So I'm gonna take the armor, and then I love 5 HP per turn. That's incredible. Dazing units when they enter your train is good too, but if we go Spike Champion, this is bad. So, and a chance to discard instead of consume is also great, but I'm just gonna go for the +5 every turn. That's so helpful. We do have a Spikes Champion, which I'm gonna take, because if you play a Morsel, the Cultivation will hit the Morsel, which makes this pretty bad, but Spikes is almost always good, and you can have this unit be very tanky. And all of the annoying multi-strike enemies blow themselves out on it, which is really not a problem. Instead of a 25 × 3 minion, they hit you once and then die by the time you hit the Divinity fight, so I like it. You not dying sucks, but that's because you don't attack. The real question is, do we want to play on... We don't do enough damage to kill this guy, so he's probably going to make it to the pyre, but we'll just, we'll put the Sentient out and just have her tank as much as she can, and then we'll try to kill these guys, but it's not gonna work at all in hindsight. It's pretty bad, but you can get buff, and you can get more buff. These guys might hit the pyre, but that's the entire reason why we took the armor. If the first wave hits the pyre and does 8 + 12, 20 damage, as long as we're killing the boss, that's not a big price to pay, is it? And speaking of, I think I'm just gonna apply all of the regen, and I'm gonna kill you before you actually move up a floor, which is fantastic. We have regen 4. We're living, so that's gonna make it better for us. Cool. And now we don't even have to worry about the damage from the second wave. So it kind of worked perfectly, the way I anticipated it would. Sharpen, Steel Enhancer, Glimmer. Really like a Steel Enhancer. We don't really need to stack up spikes. This is too expensive to really be very playable, but Steel Enhancer on a multi-strike behind would be incredible. And I really do like Space Prism for more capacity, especially when you're dealing with Morsels. And even if we're just putting down Morsels to get gorged by the champion, that's fine. Spells or units. The champion taking the Morsels is fine. I might want to go spells to make better restores and plinks early, and hopefully get like a multi-strike Animus, and then also a relic. Your champion gains 50% attack. We'll go for the cheaper merchants, thank you. Sweep Slay. We don't need this as much because of our champion ability, but a sweeper is still fine. It's gonna be hard to give them quick, but I think a Shattered Shell can still work. It's not great, but I'd rather take this now than not take anything. You know, I'd rather see if we can make it work. I do like a consume. I like consume glimmer and consume plink. We'll make the plinks consume though. I think that's a little bit more important. And we'll make the awake super cheap because it is currently way too expensive. Double stack is kind of worthless. Permafrost. Maybe on a packed morsel, but even that is like not necessary. Let's just upgrade a single restore? Now let's upgrade the glimmer. Blue M95, welcome. Yo, I've never seen anyone playing Monster Train. I play this every once in a while. Maybe not as much as other people or as much as I should, because I love this game, but I play Monster Train frequently enough. +4. This is not gonna be a problem. Our champion will live. Oh, and Bixop, thank you for the subscription. Did I have cacaws throughout my Gungeon warm-up today? It was appropriate for the Spire, though. Thank you very much for the subscription, by the way. I will play the Sentient. I will play... Again, if you hit the Pyre, it doesn't really matter. I kind of want to save morsel capacity behind the champion, so you know what? Let's play those and then just restore you for 1. And then honestly, that's such a good play. It worked very well. Let's buff our champion, because we're gonna give them stats at once we get the consume morsels. And then if you make it to the Pyre, I don't really care. Although we can kill you. We can also guarantee a kill on this floor, and then you're gonna do no damage at the Pyre. That actually seems better, because we kind of play the odds a little bit for the future. You getting lifesteal is good, and then we want to buff your damage. And if you hit the Pyre for 4, we'll take 1, so who cares? Now you're only taking 178. However, you're taking 178. However, you're taking 213. You're gonna live with like 5 HP. Okay, you lived with 13 HP, but still. All right, now you're dead. That train steward's not even gorging because we're killing you too fast. That was totally fine. We took 1 damage. And this relic has already given us 30 value. Razor Sharp is what we're looking for. Damage shield is really good, especially for your champion. And now we have the first, like, true choice here. Gold, then an upgrade. I hate this order of things, but we can go Awoken Unit and maybe get something along with a Merchant of Steel upgrade. But I'm looking at this like... the Lifesteal Gorge Collector is really good. You can make him a tank. But quick is a really nice, just word to have. You just give HP. You give 10-10 in lifesteal. On a sweeper, that's not that good. You give +3/+10 in slay 3. We don't need a sweeper, so this one's out. Do we need another tank? we do, as long as we are not gonna build one floor. If we're gonna build 2 floors, we need it. I think we'll take the Crucible Collector. It gives us a spot to play morsels, and he's a good upgrade target. And we're not gonna take the Animus of Speed, because I much prefer the other Animus, and also you have not a lot of HP, and the quickness is not that amazing. We'll take a tank, but we do need damage, and we're gonna try to get it right here. Multi-strike is insanely good. So we will take whatever we can get, and we got something. We got something worth a lot, actually. The Animus of Will multi-strike can get another level of multi-strike. And if we can get multi-strike and large stone, we are in love. So you need HP. Large stone goes on her, quick goes on the sweep unit, and the only other option is endless, because we've already seen multi-strike on the shop. So endless could go on the Crucible Collector, but in all likelihood, we're just gonna not take endless. Come on! You dick! You dick. Well, we'll wait for a large stone, I think. It's gonna be worth a lot more than 10 damage on a unit with 3 HP that's gonna die to sweep. So, I think unfortunately, we're just gonna have to wait. Maybe more damage on the Shattered Shell. In all likelihood, this unit is not going to stick around forever. But I want to leave a slot open on him for quick. Hellhorn Melting Stygian Draft Pick. Rare Draft Pick. Armor is really nice. Rage, there's not a lot of good rage enablers. Stygian is like damaging spells. Melting is like reformation. Let's go Stygian. +5 magic power. We've got a lot of heals and plinks. Like a Harness the Titan on holdover, if we can get it, is actually not that bad. Sure, although you know what? Gifts for a guard. Who cares if our spells consume if they get really good, right? Give me the Harness the Titans. I think that's a little bit more interesting. To build into a super, like, not spell weakness, but to build into a, magic power restore deck. Pushes units back. So we're gonna have individual floors. Gift wasn't gilded. We'll do it on like a Stygian magic power deck, but not now. So you're gonna do a bit of damage, but I think we can still put the Sentient out. Shattered Shell is not gonna go out here. They're gonna go out probably here and then just, you know, maybe we'll save this and see if we can't draw it again. That is incredibly unlikely. I don't know what to do about this. This is just useless. Because you push. I can't reorder my units, so if you push me back, my unit is gonna die. So I think we just Sentient, Shell, Train Steward. It's not great, but what else are we gonna do, right? You hear. I think we want you to have more morsels. Ember Drain sucks, but it is what it is. You're not quite dying, but we have Pyre Protection. You're gonna get pushed back, you're gonna get pushed forward. In hindsight, the Train Steward might have been a bad idea. But you're still going just fine, and then we can give, right, you're healing because of the Emblem of the Exiles. Forgot about that. Let's just give you the damage shield then. I think our Animus bottom floor is gonna do enough. Things are just gonna make it through because of our weird ordering, especially the Train Steward not allowing him to gorge. Look, would I change things in hindsight? Yes. just gonna add restore to you. This is just gonna be a hold right click sort of fight here. You're gonna get pushed to the back. I hate you. I hate this Talos. Our Animus is gonna get pushed to the front and then die. God, I can't even put a morsel out to tank it. I have completely screwed this this fight up. No, you'll not tank the shot. Damn it. Wait a minute. If we do it like this, you will tank the shot, and you won't get pushed back. This is what we have to do. Waves remaining 1. Look, at this point, you might as well just buff the train steward. And then heal you. Hello. You're taking 32 damage. Because you have life steal. And you're dying due to the spikes is what's really going on here. Yeah, I can't keep you alive. You're gonna hit the pyre for 0. So that doesn't even change anything. This is not great. Yeah, you died to the spikes because I couldn't buff you in time. What happened to the razor sharp? I guess I just blanked on playing it, I guess, which is stupid of me. If I let you live for a turn, you'll kill this guy. This floor does better, though. We'll do it like this. You're doing 72 damage to the boss, and we're putting all of our efforts on the top floor with a train steward gorging for the Crucible Collector. Okay, as expected. Yeah, let me just get a quick restart on this one. I messed up on the final fight here. I'm not gonna do like a run restart, but I made a mistake of playing the units improperly. I forgot that the boss pushed. I put a train steward down. Our gorge unit couldn't gorge. They didn't have enough health to our Animus didn't have enough health to survive the attack from the spikes. And really, it's just all me. I screwed it up. Oh, which Talos is this? I should have looked. Gains protection for each unit she slays. Way better! Morsel units enter with a damage shield. Units cost -2. Give me cheap units. Maybe we can go thick units on this one. Rooted when they enter the top floor. Sure, we can build on the top floor with our spike champion. We'll do a similar thing to what we did. Enemies appear in each floor. Hey, that actually seems okay. I still don't think I want the train steward because I want to put morsels behind the Animus. Thank you. Draw +1 each turn. You know what? You can give me a little bit of extra draw. You don't actually attack, which is a little annoying. Not terrible, though. You're gonna get nice and strong. I hate that sound. Crink, crink, crink. That crinkle sound. You know? Wipe you, and then we can do a little bit more damage. And then you can continue to grow in strength. They're sticking around for a turn, so they're not gonna hit the pyre. Okay, you're gonna hit the pyre very slightly, but then that's it. Then you're not hitting it anymore, I hope. Took 7 damage. That's not too bad. That's comparable to what we were taking previously with the pyre armor. Glimmer, Sharpen, Restoring Retreat. I don't like any of these, but Restoring Retreat's always good to have because we tend to need descends at some point in our runs. And I think I've learned my lesson. We're gonna go for unit upgrades. That way we can get units, and maybe a Gorge unit would be nice. Although an Animus behind our champion is also pretty good. You know what, screw this. I just love the you again? I just love the Animus units so much. I don't know, let's go Animus of Speed this time. If taking the Sweeper didn't work and didn't do anything, let's go for a different play. You know, let's go for the other Animus instead. Upgrade his spell to have Holdover, ooh. I mean, a magic power enhanced Glimmer is okay. A Holdover Antumbra to get some kills is kind of nice. A Holdover Restoring Retreat is okay, even if it costs 1. Otherwise, this Holdover, it's a bad time for it, let's say. But a Glimmer is good enough, especially if we upgrade it. Make a Plink Consume. And we actually can't afford a reroll, unfortunately, but we'll make the Restoring Retreat cheaper regardless. Oh, we can't afford a reroll. Actually, we can't afford a reroll, but I'm gonna reroll anyways. I'm gonna make you free. Now I might actually play you. Spikes. I'm gonna turn it on. We're just not gonna play our Animus. Oh, you know what? No, we can totally play the Animus because all these units are gonna die to the spikes. Yeah, and because of their rage, we want to play up here too. This should be fine. We also should have played the morsel first. I'm a bit dumb like that sometimes. And that relic was really nice when we had it, wasn't it? The relic of being able to I guess we'll just play this. That relic of being able to yeah, that works. Get +5 HP on the front friendly unit. It's such a like S tier relic. I just wish we, you know, didn't die. We're actually doing very well. We might not need the Holdover Glimmer, but it's a good card to have. So we are going to give you all of the stats. We'll take even more stats. You have spikes. So health is probably better for you. The Animus is gonna die, but like the Animus is gonna die anyways. It's gonna do 25 damage and then perish. I feel like that didn't change anything. Taking 161. I need to do 12 damage. I'm not going to be able to do 12 damage. I can do 7. That's fine, that's fine. Took a little bit of damage from the boss, making it up with 1 turn remaining. Restoration Detonation is wonderful. I think this might be a skip. We have enough damage dealing spells. I don't think we need the Mind Collapse. We're gonna go for units because we desperately need something. We have an Endless, which is just terrible. I should have honestly re-rolled immediately, but an Awoken Hollow with the Animus behind it can actually start being buffed now. So we're gonna take the Awoken Hollow. We could also just put the Hollow in the Animus, but I would prefer to have the other Animus, the Multi-Strike Animus. I'm gonna give you the HP for sure. Then we're gonna reroll. I was gonna say multi-strike is also great. Maybe we can save and give you another level of multi-strike in the future, which is great. You having spikes, I think that's okay. The spikes aren't really gonna matter that much, but you know, plus 10 health is still plus 10 health. Well, why not give you damage shield then? Then we can keep you alive until we can hit you with regens. There we go. Draw +1 each turn. Do we want that on the Awoken Hollow? Not really. But what else are we gonna do? Not much. So I think we'll just go here and then, oh wait. Magic Power Piercing on the Holdover Glimmer. See what we get. Hopefully it's not dupe a card 5 times, because if we duped our Animus, I would be very sad about things. Not having, you know, divined it first. Divine Pacted it. Greatest spell to cost -2. That will just give us 80 gold for 15 pack shards. We get 100 for 10, so that feels like a very negative play right now. Let's just leave. We have, at least now we have the tanks necessary to survive the boss, and the boss doesn't push us around. So I'm very happy about that. 1 morsel's fine. We'll play you, and you. Jojo404, welcome, how you doing today? You having space for a morsel is actually really good. You're gonna die in 1 hit, you're gonna die in 1 hit. It'll just slow you down. Why do you have 1 damage? Oh, I gave you a morsel. Well, let's give you more damage. We'll give you more health. Thank God you didn't buff the morsel. I completely forgot about that trigger effect on you. We don't want to cultivate when there's a morsel on the floor, so we need to not play morsels there unless we can find a way to gorge immediately. Taking 13 damage, but this is kind of what the Glimmer is for, although really it's for this floor. You know what? Holdover Glimmer? We want to dupe the Awoken Hollow 100 times and descend them onto the same floor. There we go. Tree Jam says, Abe, you should get a cat. It would increase your streamer cred immensely. Cat cam. I don't have a cat, but I could do like a foot cam, I guess. Probably not as good. I want you to get the stats, but if I Glimmer you, then you're just gonna buff the morsels. So I guess we'll give you stats. And then you can take a regen, you can take a I can't heal! I ran out of energy. Oh no. In hindsight, that may have been very dumb. I'm gonna descend you so you don't kill me, and then I'm gonna buff the crap out of my champion. Because I made a bit of a mistake. Don't put the Custodian on that floor, just get him out of your deck. There was a huge mistake not playing the Holdover Piercing Glimmer. Just absolutely god-awful. We do have a ton of energy on this turn, though. So let's get morsels. Then we can Restoration Detonation and then keep you going. You getting lifesteal is also insanely good. We're buffing our champion, but if we can give them lifesteal morsels, that's a lot of value. You didn't really get much healing on this, but that's kind of okay. I'm gonna gain 160 gold. Now we did get the Holdover Glimmer again, which is still great. And the Animus of Speed is doing enough damage that we can probably kill Talus, because Talus has taken 100 on this floor, we're not even doing anything. you getting another lifesteal is also just incredible. You're taking 245. I will restore you. I will glimmer you. We're gonna get the glimmer again. And actually, the restoration detonation is fantastic. So we buffed the health of the Animus by about 30, which means that we buffed the damage by about 60. It took a while, but it got the job done. Cycle of Life? Trample. Consume, restore a friendly unit to full health, and then swap attack and health. 25 HP, but 3 damage? No. A lot of damage, but little HP? No. 0 health? No. I guess Cycle of Life, if we can upgrade it. Trample, it really depends on the unit that we get, but admittedly, trampling a quick unit so that they can kill weak units is nice, but we have so many spells, I don't think that's gonna be a problem. So just give me Cycle of Life, we'll make it cheaper later. And then, you know, kind of a classic, but Morsel Maker inside of the Animus is built-in scaling. I do like it. I like it quite a lot. And if we do this, we can just dupe the Animus later and then start like descending them behind other units. We don't need to have them on the same floor. Draw energy capacity. Probably draw, since the units are cheap. Although if we go capacity, then we can fit Animus Awoken on the middle floor and then descend an Animus from the top to the middle floor, but we can always just put an Animus behind a Sentient if we dupe the Animus. So I think we do want draw. Dun 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 dun. Arcatraz says, Footcam is for OnlyFans and bannable on Twitch. Really? That's news to me. Why, you don't say. I think we should dupe the Animus immediately. I really think we should. We need damage. This is how we're gonna get damage. So I'm gonna meld and then dupe, and we're gonna check out the unit. Free artifact and card removal is nice, but I think this is just a little bit more important. And I hate these units anyways, so this seems like a good opportunity to take the skip. So sack Morsel Man, put him in the Animus. We still have a capacity for on the Animuses. We can give them like, it's a great heal. We can give the Animuses I will dupe you. Large Stone, another stack of multi-strike. I think we're okay with it. We're also actually okay giving the Sentient cultivation, but it's not gonna cultivate as much because we didn't fully go down that path early. We could get cultivation 2, which is okay. I'd rather just have the spike damage, honestly. Sentient's gonna, not Sentient, sorry. The Animuses are gonna buff themselves. I think we can turn this on. We do enough damage that this is not gonna matter. And we can keep our units alive. We'll probably have to play someone on the top floor, but we got the holdover Glimmer. We're doing a lot of damage. This is okay. Play this, we play this. Don't play the Custodian because we don't want them to take up a morsel capacity. We'll instead do like a Train Steward Custodian here. And don't even play this one. I've learned my lesson. We need to save capacity. So you. Can't quite kill you, but the Plink could possibly do it. But a Descend Glimmer can definitely do it. And you're gonna die when you come up here, and you're gonna hit our damage shield anyway. So I think we descend you, then we can glimmer you. You're all dying. That gives us a morsel now, and then we'll give you a little restoration. seems okay. We have so much garbage in our deck. Train stewards, the freaking dead weights. Last draw was just terrible. Terrible. Not everything's dying, but that's okay. I actually think we kill you to get morsels on this turn, and we got some sick morsels. We can only play this one though. But they're gonna die when they move up. Yo, this is actually a good Antumbra. They're gonna die when they move up because they don't actually... God, you're gonna buff him. No, we're gonna play this here, actually. They're just gonna hit the damage shield and they're gonna die. We do enough damage. It's fine. You're dead. Beautiful. You're taking 560. Okay. I feel like this just does it. Now you don't really get a lot of lifesteal out of that, so what if we give you health instead? I wanna look at the turn order here. No, you ate the morsel first. Okay. That's actually incredible knowledge. He eats the morsel and then he gets the regen trigger. So as long as we play the morsels last, heals are fine up there. That's great to know. Higher Grow. Yeah, that's a really good card. We can take another card draw and then we don't really have to worry about energy. I think Shroud Spike is lovely. Permafrost, -2. There's a lot of good options there for upgrading. We have so much cash. We have to go to the right. We have to go for Relic Hunts. As good as this is, we can get like 5 relics from this side. Like Damage Shield 2. That's lovely. You know? What is this? Summon a friendly rebel unit to the front of this floor. I don't think a little ruffle will be enough. Okay, this gives us Sunderstone or Sapstone. This gives us a card I've never had. You wanna try for the greater good? Summon a friendly rebel unit to the front of this floor? It seems terrible. Because my thinking is we could like Sunderstone the Hollow, so it attacks and applies melee weakness, but because it's not quick, it's not gonna apply on that turn. You know what, I'll freaking take for the greater good. I've literally never even taken the card before. Are we gonna get 100 Pact Shards? Arcus is not a difficult fight, we can probably do it. When a friendly unit is healed, deal damage to the front enemy unit. When you play a spell, spells that cost less are reduced. That seems like what we want. And then daze enemies, but we'll take Split Anvil. It makes card draw even better. Units get an extra upgrade slot. Yes, +2 capacity on the middle floor. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll take it. I think that's good enough. What'd I say? We got a lot of relics from that. We got 4, but... Restore all health when they move up a floor. I'm gonna say no, because we just bought a lot of relics, and I think this is one of the options that will probably kill us. Out of everything, this is one that's gonna screw us. So let's not take it. I actually think it's in our best interest to start here. I will play this for the energy. You know, because of Split Anvil, let's not. I want to draw more. It's tempting, though. So we did get the holdover Glimmer, which is very good. 2 of you are dying immediately. We can just play it on this floor repeatedly, right? Although we don't need to because we have the Plink. So we can play it on the Awoken Hollow or to wipe this floor and then play it up here, if we ever need to. Okay, we will play Antumbra. I will play Antumbra. We got so many morsels. You actually need the lifesteal. This is incredible on you. Right, I gave you damage shield. I always wonder, like, what the hell? No, it's working right. It's working right. Let's give you health and you know, damage shield is better. Now I don't have to heal you as much. And then honestly, if we have nothing else to do, +1 draw. We could put that +1 draw in our Awoken Hollow or something, and then we have +1 draw permanently. It just doesn't really feel super necessary, does it? Okay. This just wipes the whole floor. That's incredible. We could also descend units behind the champion, like we could descend the Hollow and the Animus, but let's just play this and see what happens. Clipped Shaman. Damage shield 1, cardless, extinguish, restore friendly units to full health. So you have unique effects. Very interesting. I don't know how I feel about that quite yet, but it is certainly something, isn't it? You're not dying in one hit, but you're not taking too long to die after that, let's say. At least you're also not a big unit, you know, you're not taking up a lot of space. We'll just pop a restore. I guess ideally we would have that as like a holdover target, right? That's the play. I don't have any morsels, so this is kind of worthless, but you know, we can play some heals. $16 damage sweep. You know, actually the restore might be really nice to have. You're gonna die as soon as you hit my champion, unless we can't descend you. The best we can do is blink you. Not fantastic. If we play a spell, all the other spells in our hand will be free. So I will play this to keep you alive as long as possible, and then we will just keep buffing you. Although, we get another lifesteal on you to make you live even longer, then we'll buff you. You're buffing the morsel! God damn it. You're taking 300 damage. I can't even create a morsel now. I can create another familiar. What the hell? Silent Marksman, damage shield 2, stealth 1, does 32 damage. That did like not 300 damage, but it did a lot of damage on its own right there. Okay. Oh, you also stealthed up my entire floor. That's why we're doing so much more. I think we do want the Glimmer because it makes this guy live for one more turn and then we get more healing out of it. So now we're doing 750. Okay. I'm starting to see the power of that card. And if we make it holdover, we get a free unit every turn. It's a random unit, and maybe it's not a good unit, but it's still a free unit. It's very interesting. I've never played around with this card before. And it seems like all of the enemies that you get, or all the units, are unique in their own way. Oh, yes, we want this. Free healing and cultivation every turn. Exactly what we would like to have. Unleash the Wildwood is also fantastic for a full heal every turn if we get it holdover. But if we don't get it holdover, then I just want the Awoken Hollow to get buffed. +1 energy per turn. I like Crucible Extension because it can make other cards free, and we're probably going to go draw after this, so I'll take it. Deck's getting thick, but if we go draw, we have a lot of split anvil plays off of this now. We want to go to the right. We want to upgrade spells. I think holdover on the for the greater good could be very interesting. But we have a lot of spell targets here, or upgrade targets. A morsel every turn, a sting every turn. A sting is draw every turn. It's basically, that relic is basically a boss relic +1 draw. But a free morsel every turn is damage shield, and then also a morsel. What would we prefer? I think we'd prefer the draw. Event for 5 times greater goodness. That would be interesting. Because like the more draw we get, the more healing and cultivations we get too. But a free morsel every turn does mean that the Shroud Spike has a target, which is really helpful. And then you also get the free damage shield every turn. So I think I'm gonna go morsel, and then we don't need to any morsel generation, we just have one every turn. And then holdover is kind of what I was looking for this. And we'll keep it costing 2, because it makes our entire hand free. This is also really interesting, but this is again a free summon every turn. Let's take it. It's weird. It's interesting. It's funny. It's cute. It's strange. Give me the glue. We should probably re-roll. What are we looking for? Double stack? No. Remove consume? No. Permafrost? Maybe, but we can just play this when it shows up. I think we should spend. Or remove. What do we have coming up here? Divine Temple. Magic Power and Piercing. Upgrade a spell to cost -2. I mean, we could make it free. And then we get it literally every turn. And then it doesn't make anything else free, but we still have Cycle of Life, Crucible Extension. Shroud Spike -2 is very tempting, but we don't need to make it -2. So, I'm just going to buff my cards, I think. Let's make a better restore and a... Let's manually upgrade Shroud Spike to get it -2. I think that's a good play. It's gonna be worth a lot, and then we'll keep making the Plinks consume because they're just a bad card. Okay, I think this is fine. And then we're definitely going draw again. And we're definitely playing on the middle top floors too. On Divinity, we're gonna have to do things differently, but our Sentient's gonna have a lot more HP, so they're gonna probably tank at the bottom. We could make you tank at the bottom, but then what are we gonna do here? Nothing. I mean, what are we gonna do now? On the middle floor. We're not gonna incant. So maybe we will play down here on this turn. Yeah, sure, why not? That way we can play a Cycle of Life. We could have a middle floor of rebels. Nah, we'll have the rebels. Well, we want the enemies to hit my champion, though. I don't know what to do about that. Let's start here. Okay. You know what? Go ahead. Eat me. I'll play it up here. All right. Another good reason to have a morsel every turn is that we can remove the damage, the Ember Drain from the Awoken Hollow when it gets summoned. So you can go up, then you can go up. You're gonna get armor, I don't care. Blink does nothing. Weight of Contrition. I mean, you're gonna die anyways, so might as well play that one too. Weight of Contrition's not gonna matter too much. We did get Shroud Spike and a Rubble Morsel. I mean, we have infinity energy this turn. I don't think you want a Shroud Spike though. I think you want to use it on like a Lifesteal Morsel or something. So I will Purge Ember Drain, play you, now you're taking 50. You're not quite dying, but you're gonna actually stick around because you're rooted, so you will probably die. And then we'll hold this over. I got the explosive unit again. Restore friendly units to full health. I could descend you, but like for what purpose? You're gonna die down there. Who cares? I'll heal you. You healed them, you buffed the morsel, God. Every time. I'm so bad at doing that too. Heals you for 20 and you hit me for 23. There's no reason to play a Restoring Retreat on you. I guess we'll just play nothing. I need me a Runic Pyramid, I feel. I like the Glimmer. But we're gonna start with For the Greater Good, and I'm just gonna stack up. Without being able to pull our champion forward, Vine Grasp would actually be lovely. Let's make a floor of rebels. Conduit Redirector. You give everyone spikes. You have 30 armor. And because you were summoned, you have 2 damage shield. That's not bad. I'm gonna play you here so I can play my Glimmers up here. Made that mistake 100,000 times before. Did we get a morsel? We did. You having damage shield actually matters a lot to me. You have spell shield, let's purge it. And then you know what? Let's not play a trained steward. We don't want trained stewards, I want rebels. I want traitors. This is gonna make everything else more expensive on this floor. But even if it costs 3, it doesn't matter. You're not taking any damage. The restore, I hate to say it, is still very valuable up here. Why did I not meld my unit? That's the whole reason why I got the Edge prior. I forgot to do it. Luckily we can do it after this fight. Bit silly. I was really hoping you would make my spells cheaper, but you know, that's okay. You're not gonna die. You're not even taking any damage. Oh, because you're dying, the sweep unit's dying. So we could have played Lifesteal at the bottom, but it doesn't matter. But now we are getting cheaper healing spells down here at least. Okay. Another Clip Shaman with restore friendly units to full health. I mean, if I knew what I was getting, that would be great to just have down here because when they die, they'll heal. But with the damage shield that they're getting, because I think they come out with 1 damage shield, it's not amazing because they're just tanking all of the shots that are normally being hit by spikes, you know? Draw +1 each turn. You know what? Let's not worry about you. Let's just, let's buff you, because this floor is going to have my hopes and dreams on it. My champion has 9 HP. We need healing spells. We don't have enough healing in the deck as I would like, because like the boss is going to come down here, hit my champion, and then die. But maybe that's okay. Maybe the champion has done its job. Oh, now that's a unit. Quill Marksman doing 75 damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, let's not play any spells. Let's just, I guess we'll heal you. You're still not even living once. Oh, wait a minute, now you are. Now I think it is worth it to play the For the Greater Good card here, because it's just a tank, and we're gonna have enough capacity up here anyways. In fact, yo, Restoring Retreat you. Whoa, hold on. Start with Cycle of Life. I think we will play it here. Then I can't kill a unit and grab its morsel. You know what? That's okay. I will descend you. Now you're taking 1,000 damage because our Quill Marksman multi-strike is at the back. You have damage shield, and now you're dead. Imagine that was so fast. We should have played the morsel. We did have a morsel in our hand. I'm like, I need to get a morsel. This morsel has 5 HP. I can't kill it with Antumbra Assault to give myself a morsel. Freaking dummy. All right, so apparently For the Greater Good is an amazing card. It really does depend on what you get, but at least with the Relic, it's a tank, and sometimes they come out with damage shield, so who cares? Seems like a great card. I'm in love with it right now. Awoken's Rail Spike, Cycle of Life. I think the Rail Spike is still fine. We do want to hit a Merchant of Steel. We're gonna upgrade you. If we go Merchant of Steel, we can go Merchant of Magic and Hellvent. We're not gonna get the Caverns, but I think that's okay. We're not gonna remove cards either, but what do we have to remove? We have to remove Train Stewards. We could go Unstable Vortex, Merchant of Magic, but our spells are kind of upgraded enough. If anything, I just want to duplicate the For the Greater Good. This card has been really, really fun to play with. If we duplicate it, we'll have to reduce the cost of one of them, but that's totally fine. We'll take the Cycle of Life is also good because of Split Anvil. We're gonna have so much draw, it's gonna make a lot of things free. I think maybe we just want another Cycle of Life. We don't need a Rail Spike. With Split Anvil, our cards are gonna be free anyways. We just need draw. Yeah, our deck is thick, but once we remove the Train Stewards, everything else is viable to play. So we're gonna really hope for something good here. We didn't really get anything too useful, but we can re-roll and look. We can fit one of you behind our champion. So Large Stone works. It makes you tankier, but now you can be played on the top floor as well. You know, there's an option there. It is tempting to go to unit upgrades though, and continuously upgrade our units here, but let's make our units better first. Make card cost -2. You know? All right, you convinced me. I hate to say it, I think we're going for a 150 Pax Shard run. Which is not great, but yeah, Spike's 40. We do need more healing, which is one of the reasons why I want to go with Merchant of Magic. But now that we've upgraded that card, we could dupe it, and then we'll have 150. Spell Shield 2. I don't mind this at all. Oh no, the plinks won't give us morsels. Oh look, we drew the ideal turn 1 spell immediately. Hold on, I'm thinking. I think Pyregrow's okay. It's never really been a problem, but it will make Shroud Spike a little bit better. But we need to draw. Let's we'll still draw 5 cards. It's not too bad. We have to do it like this even though you're gonna buff the morsel. Am I okay with that? No, we can play you here on this floor, and then we'll just have 1 less energy next turn. I don't like that as much, but it also allows us to play the Animus up here. And you can start buffing. Which means maybe we don't even play the Glimmer down here. Maybe we just wait and play the Glimmer here. Although I would love to kill you as you move up. You know what? I'm wrong. We should play it here. Play you, play you. This gives us energy next turn, so that solves the energy problem. Heal you, draw 2. I think we're fine. Now, Animus, gooder Animus, can go here. Glimmer wrecks you. Now you're taking 121. You're gonna get stuck here and we'll be able to pound you for a couple of turns. Ignore the phrasing on that. In fact, Sentient would be good up here, but that's fine. Because of the fact that you're effectively gonna have multi-strike, you're gonna hit us a lot. We do not need energy next turn. I would like a better morsel. Damage or HP? Probably HP. Buzz baba to you too, my friend. We don't have enough unit damage. I'm kind of relying on the for the greater good, especially if we can double it. We'll see. Okay, I mean, we just Shroud Spike this 12 times. Not the perfect morsel, but we could copy it and then Shroud Spike it 10 times. Like we could Antumber Assault it and look for something better. But this will give you 60 damage. It's gonna kill this unit as they move up, right? Well, what if we get like a lifesteal out of it? Then you're gonna be immortal. All right, you know what? You have damage shield. All right, I'm just gonna consume you 12 times then. We could have prevented it by playing the Train Steward for sure. I messed up on that a little bit, and by a little bit I mean, oh God. I don't know. Everything's dying. Like, there's not even a need to play these, but we will. Hey, there you are. So I think we're okay. I don't know where to play this. If we play it here, we can descend it immediately. So you know what? Let's do that. I'll buff you. You have 127 HP. You're gonna have a huge floor. Let's start here. Play the morsel. It's gonna have damage shield, but whatever. Then we can, for the greater good. On death, enemy units gain melee weakness 1. You know what? That's still okay. You're taking 47 damage. I think that's worth a Glimmer. Because we don't really have any other better heals, so this saves us a lot of damage, actually. Apparently not as much as I thought. You're still taking 42. Oh, because you were killing both of the front enemy units. That makes a lot of sense, actually. All right, let's just get you out of my deck. Ignart says, first time playing, it's okay to make mistakes, Abe. Excuse me. This ain't my first rodeo. You're dying. I mean, that'll keep you alive. On death, enemy units get melee weakness 1. You know what? That seems pretty okay. Glimmer even stops our champion from taking damage, which I really like. But we should play Crucible Extension first. Now I can give you morsels. You're still dying and applying melee weakness, so you're gonna die. I mean, you were gonna die up here anyways, but you know, that card is still a good tanking card. I might be able to get more, no I can't. We'll just do it like this. On Divinity, we're gonna play on the bottom, and so the middle floor is gonna be for the greater good heroes, but we're not gonna be able to kill you. You are a frustrating guy with the amount of HP that you have. Holy crap, 2,000! That's a lot, that's a lot. Well, we just need to tank up as much as possible. So we do that here. You come out with 3 damage shield. I mean, that's a huge amount of tanking, and you're gonna restore units to full health. I don't even need to glimmer here anymore. We can glimmer up here. Surprised that worked. Please kill my train stewards. You should be taking a lot of damage. You're taking 2,000. That's way more than I thought. That is way more than I thought. 20-30. You're only hitting us twice, I think. But there is a quill. So you gave us stealth, and then you also gave us damage shield too. Well, sorry, you have damage shield too. Okay. I mean, if we're living. I did it in the wrong order again. I buffed the morsels, damn it. This guy had multi-strike until our champion was vulnerable. But then our champion healed up to full health and we barely got the kill. But we still had a second floor with a lot of damage shield up there, so that went just fine. We don't need any of this. Skip. Dude, we're gonna go left and we're... I really want to upgrade my animuses though. They're still so bad. But if we get endless and quick, it's useless. We need large stone and multi-strike. But we're gonna go left, which means we can take a gem trove and we can upgrade it. The morsels are gonna be useless though. So maybe you don't even take this. Because in hindsight, we have enough morsels. We get 1 per turn and we can't even play that one. So this is double damage spikes, which is incredible. We're gonna take this. Our champion now is spikes 80. Well, it spikes 40, but it does 80 damage. Permafrost. Magic power consume. I'm always willing, I think, to upgrade these. But we want... What do we want? I don't know. We could reroll and try to look for a relic and then spend our cash. When you play your first morsel unit each turn, draw one. When played, your champion gains 50% attack or +3 magic power. The magic power interests me for the healing, but I just don't think it's gonna be necessary. Like, we don't play our healing spells much. That's not the focus of the deck. I think the focus of the deck is we love for the greater good. And it's unique, and I've never rolled it before. It puts us exactly at 150. We will... Magic power consume a... You know what, if our restores are bad, let's upgrade them. There you go, easy. Holdover on this would be great. So let's make the Cycle of Life 2. Since we already have one Cycle of Life costing 1, remove Consume. Not really interested, although a good Restore is, again, kind of tempting. But we'll just upgrade a Restore. Or rather, a Glimmer. I have not removed a single card. I mean, when am I supposed to remove the cards, you know? We got other things to play. We'll make this free because it's worth a lot. I could take boons and then get one more card removal. Let's stay at 150. All right, consume. I don't know what other abilities you have, but at 150 pack shards, it's gotta be annoying. You have multi-strike 2, that's normal. Stealth and spell shield, that's also normal. So we are going to play bottom floor. We do 80 damage. It's fantastic. So really, Mind Jacks isn't gonna be worth much, but we can play everything. A morsel on the top floor is really good. Purge the damage shield. Then the first spell you play every turn also gets consumed. Don't forget about that. Let's consume Crucible Extension because we don't need it. But I will play it here so we can play more units for now. Then, heal you. You're gonna hit the morsel! It doesn't matter, but I'm just annoyed with myself. Also, haha, you have spikes 30. That's a very good unit to get out there. Hey Milk Jug, welcome, how you doing today? Welcome to this run where I'm summoning rebels. I am the Rebel Alliance, apparently. We have no capacity, so you have to go there. Giving you lifesteal is still good. Blink got a kill, so you're gonna take a damage shield as well. And then, dump you, dump Pyre Grow, and then we get 2 free rebels. On death, you give melee weakness. On death, friendly units gain +5 attack. And you do 40. And you're quick! That's actually pretty good. It's very interesting. We only have 3 energy this turn. Oh no! You should take the damage shield. You're gonna give me sap, but who cares? The first spell you play is gonna consume. Please consume the restore. Although, playing it on you would actually be quite nice. But you get 2 stacks of the regen. What I really need is a better healing spell, but I don't really have any better healing spells. So you know what? Why don't you take the big restore? You can take the glimmer. And then we have a spike unit, and then another quick buffer. We really should have made the descend holdover, but we only had 1 holdover show up. Well, no, we had 2, because we have the glimmer holdover as well. Where did that come from? Strange. We have energy for everything, so why don't we start... This floor is fine. Start here. Lifesteal. Lifesteal on the champion is good. We keep getting hit by the sap, but I don't have capacity up here yet. What happened to the Space Prism? Oh, it's still in the draw pile? I guess our deck is 35 cards. You know, you got me there. We'll play this. Play this. I guess I'll give you a lifesteal. We could have had you tank, which would have been way smart. So we got the Quill Marksman and the Conduit Redirector. And what I like about this is that when we get to 7 unit capacity, we can just descend what we want to the middle floor, or to the bottom floor, I should say. As long as we get the damn card to show up. First spell you play gets consumed. What would you like to consume? Probably a basic restore. Then Do you want a Cycle of Life the Sentient? Or do you want a Cycle of Life your Awoken Hollow up here? I think we can Cycle of Life the Sentient. Then... I think you play the Morsel, because if you can get over the sap, you can lifesteal heal, even though this is gonna have damage shield. And then we'll play for the greater good, which gives us a quick unit that's gonna buff the damage of us, which is great. And we'll do it again. We get a multi-striker with a full heal. It's not a multi-striker, he's just a buffer, a healer with a full heal attached. Pretty good. Glimmer. Enemies are gonna be making it up quite intensely, but we'll just buff you to help deal with those in the future. Our champion, again, without a way of pulling them forward, they're not really doing anything. But I think that's okay. You're healing now. 2 units are dying on this floor, but all the enemies are dying. That's incredible. How are you all dying? Oh, you're hitting my spike unit. And then you're hitting this unit who has spike 6, which is why you 2 are dying. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, wonderful, incredible, fantastic. So here's what I like. Get a free morsel. You might as well damage shield you. Man, we need like... we need like 1 million more capacity. I hate myself. I don't know. Why not keep everyone alive? Since I played the morsel again! There's our Shroud Spike. I would very much like a better morsel than a rubble morsel. Lifesteal on the Awoken Hollow keeps him alive basically forever. Yeah, okay. So the top floor is now sorted. Do we have a good unit? We do. The Quill Marksman should be descended. Now you're behind. You do 1 hit of the Animus, but 3 times. That's a good, okay unit to have. Anyone worth killing here? I could kill my draw 1 each turn. Rather not. So I think what we'll do is create a unit who gives us all a buff on death once again. And then I'll kill this morsel. We're looking for more damage or lifesteal. I hate myself. I don't know why I do this to myself constantly. And like, as soon as I say it, I make the same mistake 2 milliseconds later. I'm like, what the heck? Don't play this right now, play it later. I think that we can safely get rid of a Restoration Detonation. It is not a good spell. But if we're gonna get rid of something, why not get rid of a spell that literally does nothing? Then we can keep this around. We should buff somebody, so to just do damage, or we can give you more stats. Let's give you more stats. We'll do Cycle of Life on the champion. I'm taking 2,400. Take stats. I like that this kills 1 unit. It buffed the damage by 60. Then we'll give you a lifesteal. Floor has reached the 7 unit limit. This hasn't. I mean, you're taking 2,400 damage, which is pretty good. I wish I could play more units on the floor, but I mean, our top floor with the lifesteal is gonna kill the boss. So there's nothing to be worried about. Not this floor, top floor. So we'll consume and restore. I will play Cycle of Life. I will play a wait. Play these. And you know what? At this point, why not put up some more body blockers that could buff us, restore health, apply melee weakness, or whatever? Sure, we get like a couple of rejuvenate triggers on them. They're still worth more than 2 rejuvenate triggers. You're clearly dying, but like, then we get this, we get stealth, then we get this, spikes 30, so you're gonna take another like 120 damage for free. Okay, so I think we definitely want rebels on the top floor. Ooh, book, let's go. We definitely want rebels on the top floor to give us room to descend the good ones to the middle floor, and then with the book, I don't know what we do with this. We get a free champion every turn. Oh, I hate you guys though. You are the worst. Because you're not gonna purge your damage shield at all. But that's okay. We'll still play you, because we have to. And we will buff you. And we will damage shield you. And I think we just want to put the Animus right behind you. It's a good Animus. We'll at least be able to get a kill by playing the Animus, so. I can even keep the Custodian alive, but I'm like, who cares? We'll just play the Animus, and it's a pretty bad draw otherwise. I think we'll just play everything up here to die. We got a 170, 100 trample penumbra. Okay. That's a pretty good card. In fact, you know what I like? Descending you behind my champion. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good play. Kinda dece. Yeah, kinda dece. Just a little. So the first unit will have a damage shield. I like the Animus, the Hollow, and I think I've changed my mind. We want to be able to descend behind our champion. We want to play up here. Although we don't get this often. Hold on, how do we do this? How do we do this? Who gets the damage shield? You don't need it. You have 100 HP. You're gonna be behind a champion. You need the damage shield. Where are you gonna be? You're gonna be up here. So we play you, we play the morsel, we shroud spike you, you gain 10 health, 10 damage, and we get 10 energy. I don't think you play the shroud spike. I think it's not worth it. You're gonna counteract some of the sweep damage. I could let you live and kill these guys, but they'll die up there eventually. I much prefer to descend you behind my champion. Yeah! And then we can still have For the Greater Good come out. You do get damage shield, but the units you get out of this are just so good. You're gonna do 40 damage and give him a damage shield. It's not amazing. You're not gonna get a damage shield off of him. I could still feed, but who cares? I think we save the Shroud Spike. We want to capacity the top 4, put down a lifesteal morsel, and Shroud Spike it 100 times. The Animus will live through a few attacks thanks to the innate damage shield trigger, and we're also gonna, or the innate healing, and we're also going to be rejuvenating. So it's a heal for 7 on her every turn. That's pretty good. Damage spells cost -3, Tethys Titan's Bane 49. Why not play you? There's no reason not to. Our champion is dying. Okay, I'm gonna play you here. You gave me damage shield. Hit, hit. No. Quick attack, hit, dead. So hit. How are we dying? You have quick. Oh, they have spikes. That's why you're dying. Okay. Hit. You lose a damage shield and you lose the other damage shield. So you are only gonna block the 16 damage from this guy. 9, 9, 5, and 16 are going here. So that's 18. How are you dying then? No, wait, 18, 23, 39. I did the math wrong. Yeah, it's 39 damage. So our champion dying is not great, but we get a champion every turn, which is really good. It's not close to good enough. So I think we just start buffing you, and we just hope we get more champions in the future. There's not going to be capacity here, but we can build up here. Why not? We get free units every turn as well, right? There's no way I can kill you. So I think we'll just do this, this, this. Heard your damage shield. And then we pray, because the champion dying is terrible. But maybe we can Rector him back. All right, the game heard. The game heard my thoughts and prayers and said, you know what, that's a good idea. Let's Rector your flicker back. Okay. That's also pretty good. That's also pretty good. I feel like you need the health more. But if Penumbra is the only one on the floor attacking, it's not bad, but we need to do damage to this guy more than anything else. You living would also be great, but you're living right now. There's a lot of garbage in the reform pile, but Ternunu says, I'm confident Abe will win this. I hope so. I am looking at the cycle of life up here, like try to keep the Awoken Hollow alive for as long as possible, because that's a great floor. But you do need the healing now, and the spikes are really good for killing enemies that spawn. But you're probably gonna die within a couple of turns, and then Penumbra's gonna be on his own. But we're gonna play for the greater good anyways. I'm gonna play this here. And then we'll play this here to do as much damage to you as possible, and then we will also play for the greater good right here. Enemy units get melee weakness 1. You're not dead, which is a problem, but that's a pretty good grab, I think. That's very surprising. We want the Rector. The Rector Director. You can tank a hit. You can tank a hit. And I'm just tanking hits left, right, and center, like, okay. I don't think we need the energy. Energy has not been a problem. The big floor is dying, which is very surprising. Like, we did a good job there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't get a champion because my hand was full. No. Oh, because you added units to my hand with burnout, but I can still tank for you. I can still tank for you. No tanks to you. I can still tank for you. So we want Train Steward to have damage shield. It's actually not gonna die, but I don't really care. Or would we rather put a morsel up? No, we want to play spells up here for healing. So play you, you're burning out, whatever. You can play the morsel. You can play the morsel. Then, doing damage to you is actually like very critical, I think. They both hit the boss, which is terrible. We don't need to heal there, we don't need to heal there. Keep spamming the heals up here, I think. And then, I think we want to for the greater good up here. You're dying without attacking, which is annoying. But you should die on the top floor because you are gonna get rooted. And our train stewards are coming back. And we have enough capacity. We don't have enough capacity for a champion because we're reforming now. You're actually ruining my ability to get other champions. I've realized it. Because we draw 7, 2 are the units, 1 is the morsel, that's 10. We actually need to let you die, and then we can actually start getting new champions. So we're gonna let you die, and then hopefully get more champions. I'm glad I realized the problem here. You're only taking 21? That's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. Trying to think. You know what? You're giving everything double strike. Now we're doing more damage there. Okay. Where does the heal go? They all have melee weakness, so they're gonna die up here. You've got to get hit for like 100 damage. Our Pyre's at full health though. Our Pyre should live through this. Let's not worry so much. I actually think we keep you alive. So we have 3 turns of playing the rebel unit generators. We just need to generate a lot of units out of them. Quick multi-strike 2 enchant and grant quick Wildington. Yeah, that's a pretty good unit. Can I descend you? No. I can still play ya. I can still play ya. I think we are also going to Shroud Spike just to get the morsel out. I don't think we're gonna, we could shuffle the Shroud Spike. It's tempting, it's tempting. It's very tempting. I think we want to start here. Because you're quick and you have 75 damage. You're gonna wipe this floor. I need a damage shield in front, and it's a good one. You're gonna die. You're not a problem. Because of the spikes. That's a great unit. Then, I think we want Wildington. Doing a lot of damage. You love to see it. You are quick, so you're dying. You're taking 75. Okay. Making progress. I think we do want another for the greater good. I think we could play it here. Restore friendly units to full health. Would have been nice on a different floor, but you never know what you're gonna get, and if something survives, I guess we should have played it up here then, just on the off chance we got that. I can't believe you're almost dying. I mean, you're gonna hit the pyre once. It's pretty good. Don't play this. Don't play Pyrogrow either. I took Pyrogrow thinking we would need the energy, but because we got Split Anvil, the energy is just not a problem anymore. It's the Rector, but he just does a lot of damage. That's actually like incredible. And lifesteal up here is really good if we can keep you alive. Which we can thanks to Restoration Detonation. In fact, you could tank for him, which seems really good. So let's do that. We also have a descend. We could descend like behind the Rector. I don't think that's what we are looking for. I think we want to keep the Awoken Hollow alive, which means Crucible, Rector, tank, and then we do lots of heals. Crucible means we're not going to get the lifesteal morsel out, but this is worth more than one lifesteal morsel. We could keep it in the deck and maybe draw it with the Shroud Spike. Yeah, that's pretty good. You're basically all dying. This does not keep you alive, so we're gonna have to play for the greater goods down here. If we want to, we don't have to, we can stack up a different floor, but why not, I suppose? I can give you a lifesteal morsel. No, I can't. Yes, I can. So that's what we'll do. We'll give the Penumbra a lifesteal morsel. And then keep you alive. Keep you alive. Seems pretty good to me. You're gonna get a lot of extra bonus damage. And play this. This is a weird run. We've done no damage to the boss. Waves remaining 1. How the hell is this gonna work? I would love to put you behind the Cultivator. That's not gonna happen. We're doing 200 damage per turn here, and you're still alive, but like, what the hell are we gonna do? I think what we do is we don't care about the Hornbreaker Prince. I think he is useless. So I think what we do is we just summon for the greater goods. But where do you summon them? You sweep up here, which kills our units. Down here, we can keep Penumbra alive and just start spamming units. That seems okay. You gave me stealth? That's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's 200 damage per turn. Trample doesn't really matter that much, does it? Another for the greater good? You're dead. You're dying, but I'd have to play way too many things up there to keep you alive, so yeah, buff ourselves a little bit, and then you are doing 200 damage per turn. It's hard not to just buff you. This does nothing. You're actually living? That's kind of absurd. I'd prefer it if you died, but now you're actually doing 60 damage and you're quick. This is not the end. Okay, the boss is taking 2,000, about 2,500 damage. We got another Burnout Rector Flicker though. There is a place to put him. So he can tank all of the damage on this floor for several turns, but he can do that without the damage shield anyways. So I think you definitely just play for the greater good here for the damage shield first. That added a lot of damage. Then you can play one up here and then hope it's the full heal one. And we can play the Burnout Rector Flicker here to keep everyone alive temporarily. Now we're doing 500 damage. We also still have the Glimmer. Don't forget about that. That kind of blows. I could also kill you. I don't see the point. I'd rather just kill you. 600 damage. I can't even play the morsels. So I really want to play that. 2,000, 3,031. We're doing 3,700 damage. Where do you play this? Dude, I don't know. Stealth would be good. We're gonna lose. It was a fun run. We're just not quite there. Losing the champion early, we needed that tank on the bottom floor. He's gonna live with like about 1,000 HP. We can't do that amount of damage with our pyre. We almost did though. That was such a fun run. It was really fun at the end when we got the damn book. Oh, I thought that beat my own high score, but no, it's just a high score. So close, but the book, you know, if we didn't get up to 150 pack shards, maybe we wouldn't have needed the extra champions from the book. But you want to know what honestly caused that that loss? It was the burnout Rector Flicker. Because for like 3 turns, he lived, and then I couldn't get another champion out. We could have had like a Frostbite champion or another tank, but no, he just clogged up my hand with burnout train stewards, which was not what I wanted. I didn't think about that, but we've had something similar happen in the past with, ironically, it was another Melting Remnant champion. It was the Little Fade that was endless, which meant that the book never added a champion to my hand. So I had 150 pack shards for like no reason. We were so close. For the greater good, I really wish we could have actually, you know, gilded the card. But I will take this again in the future if we have a situation that warrants it, knowing that it's as good as it ended up being. Those extra helping hands were certainly helpful. Although I wish that they were summoned in the back, because it seemed like a lot of them just did a lot of damage. Or how about the damage ones get summoned in the back and the tanks get summoned in the front? How about that? Because otherwise, you know, when you have a 75 damage unit get summoned in the front, it doesn't really do anything. It just tanks. Even tanking a couple of shots is fine, but we had a sentient. We didn't need a tank. I don't know. Anyways, good run, fun run. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.